very much, President Wang, President Lin, Madam Mabel, and also for the CCG for having me today. I'm very pleased to be together with all of your excellencies and also many good friends today. I just finished my quarantine a few weeks ago, 16 days in Chengdu. I was away for almost 5 months. So I can say a little bit about being outside China for a while. I note that this year, China and Globalization Forum has so far been a success and running smoothly. Fellow Excellencies, Ambassador, I'm glad to be able to confirm that overall, the bilateral relations are still strong between Indonesia and your respective countries despite the pandemic. Indonesia bilateral relation with China also continue to grow stronger than ever. Of course, despite these strong relations that we have, the COVID-19 pandemic is not over yet. There are still imbalances in many parts of the world. Global mobility are still limited. Much has been said on that. Therefore, we need to work collectively and stand together to enter the post-pandemic times. I will mention a little bit about our presidency of the G20 this year. Of course, based on that, we choose our theme of recover together, recover stronger is quite relevant. And reviving global mobility plays an important part to achieve an era of post-pandemic times. Allow me to contribute today's roundtable discussion with Indonesia's G20 presidency in responding to create a better global mobility in post-pandemic time. A report entitled COVID-19 and the State of Global Mobility in 2021 by the IOM, published last month, stated that since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, countries have sought to prevent the virus spread through a broad array of travel measures. These have included both travel restrictions and health requirements. Government faced challenges of finding the correct policy, timing, and balances to safely restart cross-border mobility of all types. Thus, many of newest rules seek to safely expand the groups who are able to travel or replace blunt entry bans with measures to minimize the risk of virus spreading. Our experiences this past over 2 years provide an opportunity to create a stronger global architecture on mobility and health, which in the long run would both help safely restore travel and migration to pre-pandemic levels, while at the same time better prepare countries for future public health crises. Already we have seen in January till April 2022 that international tourism saw a 182% year-on-year increase, with destinations worldwide welcoming an estimated more than 120 million international arrivals compared to 41 million in the first quarter of 2021. Of the extra over 70 million international arrival for the first 3 months, about 47 million were recorded in March. In our case, in May, 1 million. Showing that the recovery in gathering pace. Although international tourism remains 61% below 2019 level, the gradual recovery is expected to continue throughout 2022. As more destinations ease or lift travel restrictions and previously restrained demands are unleashed. As of May this year, 45 destinations had no COVID-19 related restriction in place. In Asia, an increasing number of destinations have started to ease those restrictions. One of them, of course, Indonesia, which will host more than 180 meetings during the presidency of the G20, with the G20 summit be held in Bali, November 22. I was in Bali in March, no tourists there. And then we started to reopen Bali 1st of April. I went back to Bali in April. We saw some tourists. And in May, I went back as well to Bali and already recorded more than 1 million tourists coming to Bali. They're coming from Australia, New Zealand, European countries, Malaysia, Singapore, United States, etc. We do hope that from China will visit us soon. To ensure that all these meetings proceed safely, the government of Indonesia will apply standardized COVID-19 health requirements for traveling for all G20 member delegates. As president of G20, Indonesia realized that no country can recover alone. Pandemic is a global crisis that needs to be handled together. For this, my government put forward the spirit of inclusivity and cooperation to reach global recovery, while at the same time bridging the interests of developed and emerging economies. In order for G20 to deliver and accelerate the recovery, including restore global mobility, we will focus on 3 main pillars during our presidency, namely global health architecture, digital transformation, and sustainable energy transitions. This is based on our assessment on the current situation. Through these pillars, Indonesia will continue to take the lead on ensuring equitable access to COVID-19 vaccine, promoting sustainable and inclusive economic development, in particular to SMEs participation and digital economy, while also maintaining the aspiration to continue to improve our collective capacity in securing the shared prosperity among nations through various reform efforts in global taxation, stronger cooperation in fighting corruption, deepening of infrastructure financing, and pushing for a more democratic and representative international cooperation. Dear friends, excellencies, focusing on global health architecture, digital transformation, and sustainable energy transition are the key response toward a more dynamic global mobility in post-pandemic time. We do hope that Indonesia presidency in G20 cannot succeed without the support from all its members, of course, including China. Both Indonesia and China, and together with G20 members, share the same views on the importance of the 3 pillars mentioned. Lastly, I do hope the current solid collaboration between Indonesia and China could be as well the model for other developing countries' cooperation and also be reflected in the concrete deliverables of this year G20. Terima kasih, thank you.